How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the video. Going to be playing some Fang, and I want to particularly test this deck against Nu because it's a bit of a tough matchup. I do feel that if Nu is a bit on the defense, we might get decked out, so I'm going to be running all the defense reactions that I have in the deck just to have a little bit of a better matchup against them. And now we just have to wait for them to be ready to start. Let's send them a quick message. And then we are ready to go. I am on the double obsidian flame of fire vein weapon at the moment. I was testing it with the quicksilver dagger as well, because that one gets go again if you give the first dagger go again. But I am running a couple of things in here that do have to be activated on a second or higher draconic chain link, and we're not going to be drawing into our Oath of Loyalty every single time, so I felt like maybe having just the OG Fang daggers in here is probably a little bit better than running the Quicksilver. But I am working on a different build as well though, where I want to go more like a combo centric build, but with the Grains of Blood Spill in this deck, you can pull off some nice shenanigans as well, that you can keep your blue count a little bit on the low side, where you just create a Vigor token and then you can pay for the first weapon attack in the follow-up turn. So we see Nu going first there with a Beckoning Mistblade going in at first. I guess I can block that one with the Valiant Dynamo here. And now let's wait and see. Then another Beckoning Mistblade. So I do think they have a double stealth card in hand. I could overblock this, but I do think they will attack with another stealth card after this. Then we can filter our hand. And no, they are actually just going to pass the turn, leaving us with a full red hand. But that's okay, we have an Affirm Loyalty in hand. If we can activate at least one of those, then we already have one fealty on the field. And then we just need two more in order to be able to attack with our daggers for free. Does mean I need to pitch the Blaze Headlong here, just so I can keep the Long Whisker in hand and be able to also play the Firm Loyalty on the next dagger. The Long Whisker, depending how they block, I might actually want to go for the Marking instead. Yeah, let's go for the Marking, because they are not blocking right now, because if this gets to mark and I get to hit them with the second Obsidian Fire Vein, then we have two fealties, which would be quite good. So I need to be careful here. I am attacking with the left side dagger, and this is target dagger by the looks of it. So I need to make sure I give it to the leftmost dagger here. Let's see. Yeah, the next time target dagger. That's okay. So here we go. So it's coming in for 2 with go again now. Ah, and they do have a defense reaction. Okay, kind of to be expected, but I think it was still the right play to put the mark on the left side dagger, because there was a high chance that we would be hitting with it anyway, right? It really sucks that we didn't draw into a blue here though. If we were able to affirm loyalty twice in one turn here, it would be absolutely amazing, and we would have been able to keep the Blaze Headlong as well to have an additional red, but it is what it is. So we attack in for 1, the firm loyalty is gonna give +2, and it will be pushed up to a +3 thanks to Fang's activation, having that very nice 4 power value right there. Like, Fang is just such a consistent deck. I am kind of surprised it hasn't done much in the competitive scene, but we are still very new into this format, right? A lot can still happen going forward. Pledge Fealty, that's a card you really like to see turn 1. Hunt's End, not really that great right now, but we just make do with it. So let's block the dagger first. If they just continue attacking with daggers, that is fine with me. Let's pass that. And let's see. Yeah, needing to control 3 fealty tokens, more often than not that card is kind of useless, but it is what it is. I think I'm just going to try and filter it out. If I can find the blue, the sand becomes a lot better anyway, so let's go ahead, get the Hunt's End, put it on the bottom of the deck. Could come in handy in the very late game if we do end up going into a second cycle. However, Proclaim Vengeance, that's actually quite decent. I need to think how I will navigate things here though, because we have a scar tissue here that well, the scar tissue is not draconic, so if you attack with the Order of Loyalty we could potentially pitch that one. But I'm actually thinking if is there any way, like, okay, so I can create a fealty with the leftmost one, right? And then I mark them with the Proclaim Vengeance, then I can pitch the Order of Loyalty. Then maybe my second attack will be free, so I can scar tissue onto that. That's an option. I'm going to be blocking 4 here. If they have double reactions, then so be it, but I need them to waste a bunch of reactions here. Okay, they don't have anything. Okay, that's fine. Then I still think they have a reaction in hand, so I think it's probably a +3 or something, and I don't want to waste their equipment just yet. So let's see. If I attack with the dagger, I pledge fealty, I proclaim vengeance. Then they get marked. I probably hit straight away. And then I can scar tissue, maybe mark them a second time? Question mark. Are they going to block? Okay, they block one. I go with that just to see if they have a defense reaction. They didn't play one here. Then I think it's somewhat safe to mark them now. Do they have a defense reaction? Okay, so okay, we don't want the figure, but we do get our third fealty, and now we're in a kind of decent position because now we have 3 fealty. The daggers will be free for the rest of the game. I am going to play this now, though. I could put it in my arsenal, but then it just becomes a leave no witness target. I think in general it's best to just play a whole hand out if you have the chance and only put something in arsenal, either if it's an instant or a defense reaction, otherwise things get a bit awkward at times. So Bonds of Agony, are they going to be able to get the +3? I think they can. And they could potentially wreck our hand by doing so. If I block with all the equipment and these 3 cards, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. If they want to go over that, then that's fine. Well, if they do go over that, then we probably lose the pledge fealty, and then we're kind of in a bit of trouble, because then we need to start over collecting fealties again, because they will all break in our turn. And the opponent decides to not do anything. Well, then we are probably now starting to clog up the hand, which is a good thing, I think. They play a sigil, alright. They end the turn. So we blocked with 3, but we made them keep 3 cards. I think that's good. That's solid. So we pledge fealty here for the +1 from Fang. And then we have played a Draconic, so we can keep the rest of the fealties as well. By the way, if you're in a situation where you have 4 or more fealty and you draw into something that is not a Draconic card, you can always crack one of those and then turn whatever you're going to be playing into a Draconic card. That way you can keep the rest of your fealties. The goal is to just have 1 card in hand that you can play one way or another, and you are more than golden in this deck. So, Savor Bloodshed would be a lot better if we had some way to mark the opponent, but drawing into 2 Loyalty Beyond the Grave is quite decent because it allows us to draw into another card. I am probably going to be blocking with one of these Savor Bloodsheds here. Okay, let's do it like this. Just block it like this. And then they're probably gonna have a bunch of reactions here. Because they were hoping to play like 3 reactions or something in the previous turn, right? So Let's see, so here's reaction number 1, which doesn't do much. This one pushes it +1. We just counter that with a defense reaction. They don't play anything else here, we might be able to keep one of the defense reactions to put it in the arsenal. And now we wait. Okay, so they do have a hiss. Well, I don't really want to lose my hand though. I have 1 card left in hand and they go for a slitter, so if they go for the go again, then the last thing in the hand must not be a reaction then, right? So let's go ahead and add this one to the chain link as well. And let's just hope that they have something bad in hand, because if I need to block with the Save a Bloodshed now... Okay, Art of Desire Body is fine. They do get to gain a little bit of life here, but that does mean we can play the Save a Bloodshed and be able to generate a draconic chain and generate a draconic activation that way. And we still get a card draw from the 2 loyalties as well, so maybe we draw into something else. Okay, I will just go for that straight away. Searing Gaze. So I have 2 options here. I can play the Save a Bloodshed, attack with a dagger, and then Searing Gaze, attack with another dagger, then I have the guaranteed 4 damage. On the other hand, I could also put the Save a Bloodshed in arsenal, does leave me vulnerable to a Leave No Witnesses. But I think it's worth to play it a little bit risky. Just to have it in a future turn. Because our daggers are attacking for free anyway, right? Like, all I need is to draw into anything that allows me to mark it, and I can still block with 3 cards from out. Yeah, they're the Proclaim Vengeance, that's perfect in this scenario. Especially since that one is kind of like a surprise reaction where you just mark them out of nowhere. So let's block 3 here, because we don't want them to get the Beckoning Misplaced activation. I don't want them to be able to do a double stealth attack in 1 turn. Probably going to be attacking with the weapon as well then. There we go. Let's throw the dynamos in front of that. Okay, so the dynamo stopped that. Bounce doesn't do much. I can tank a bounce. I could block with the Blaze Headlong here, but I think the value is probably better if I just let them hit with that and keep the Blaze Headlong. Look, if I had blocked here, then I wouldn't have been able to stop the on-hit anyway. Yeah, they banish a provoke, so they do want to set up a little bit for a new play later in the game, I guess. Goddess of Frailty sucks a little bit though. But we are going to be buffing the daggers anyway. I guess a Frailty is not going to do a whole lot against us because of all the buffs we have. If they put a Leave No Witnesses in the arsenal though, we are in a little bit of trouble because we cannot block that. And they go for a Persuasive Prognosis. Huh. I mean, they have no more reactions, right? So if I block this one with the Blaze Headlong, I don't think they can push it higher. No, they cannot. They have no way to get a card to activate the Mask either. Okay, well, pity that we lost Blaze Headlong, but that's fine, that's fine. They get a card draw from the Ponder, and we just go for the Save a Bloodshed here. So we attack in, We're going to be sneaky, make it look like it's just a 4 coming in, and we can mark them out of nowhere. If they do have a defense reaction, it's probably gonna be a 4 defense thing anyway, so the +1 is very relevant right now. We marked them, and do we get the card draw? Waiting for the opponent. Okay, we do get the card draw, and we do get the on-hit from Fang, creating another fealty for us. This one would have been really nice if we had it earlier. Then we could have pushed it +4. But it's cool though, because we have so many fealty now, we can crack a fealty to turn this into a draconic reaction, and that way we get an additional +1 as well. So let's crack one of these, we have plenty anyway. And then this becomes a +4. There we go. I'll put this one in my arsenal. In the very worst case, if they don't attack the arsenal, we do need to block with the full hand, then we have that one available to keep our fealties alive, and I will still be able to attack in with both daggers. Coming in for 1, easy block with the dynamos. Like, I'm gonna be in trouble though. In real life, when I'm playing this deck, I always forget to take the count off the dynamos. I really need to get the muscle memory of doing that again, because it's just going to be a nightmare against decks like Nu. If you miss that trigger, you're kind of screwed. Coming in for 1. I think I'm gonna dead all you got on that one. Give us a card draw later on as well, which is very relevant. Pain in the backside. Yeah, I will block that one because I don't want to have a double stealth attack coming my way. Like, whatever they have, like, if they go for the arsenal, then that's fine, I guess. If they go for discarding something from our hand, that's also fine, because we have 2 things anyway. Can they get to 3? 1 with the boots, maybe. I don't think they can get to +3. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have the on-hit effect. Unless they have something to add an additional reaction to hand, like a blue and a Fang strike or whatever it's called. That gives them 2 reactions, and the stilettos gives them the 3rd reaction. That was... okay, so... yeah, that works. That's 2 reactions, but... let's see, huh? Ah, because they attacked with the daggers earlier. They don't have the resources available. And they're going to be ending the turn. For the Drakai, after that all you got draw. I mean, we're in a decent position. The daggers are free, so I can do this, and then I'm probably gonna proclaim vengeance. Then again, I can keep the proclaim vengeance in case we draw into another bloodshed, so let's go with this instead. We don't need to have them marked anyway for 4 Drakai, we have plenty of fealties already. Let's give this a +4 with the Blistering Blade. Coming in for 5. Thinking if I want to go for the marking, but I don't think it's worth it. We have more than enough fealties. Plus, if I have to proclaim vengeance in Arsenal, it's kind of bait for a what's it called? A leave no witnesses. Okay, that's the first one blocked. We come with Art of Desire. Okay, that doesn't disrupt us. Any stealth attack that doesn't really disrupt you much, you you shouldn't even bother blocking it, because they might have other stuff in their hand that you do want to block, or ways to gifters go again, so don't bother with it. Master Recurring Nightmares. I don't need both of these blues, so let's get rid of Sworn Vengeance instead. Oh, I should have gotten rid of the Provoke, I think, because Provoke costs 1. Yeah, the Vengeance would have given us a bit more value, especially since they're already at 8 now. Oh well, it's okay, like they're probably going to have to block with the whole hand going forward anyway, so we should be fine. And there we go. With no reaction yet. Let's give this +1 and mark them. We get to attack an additional time with that dagger, so let's attack it again. Then we can give this one +4 with the Blistering Blade. I mean... they must know we have a reaction, right? Do we have them? Okay, 5. That's 2 damage. This is exact lethal. Ah, no, that's a sigil. Okay, so that puts them at 5. -2, down to 3. If I activate the bracers, I'm attacking in for 2. Yeah, let's not do it. Let's just keep the Provoke for a future turn then. So yeah, over blocking next turn, and we do have a blue in hand, the Provoke can be quite handy. Surgical Extraction. I mean, it doesn't really matter if they pull something out of our hand. We don't need so many blues either. I think I'm just gonna block 4, and if they have +3, that's fine. Okay. Doesn't even matter what they strip from our hand at this point. Okay. Now let's pass again. Oh, they don't have anything. Well, I think we win then, right? Like, we have plenty of value. I can... well, they do need to block this attack, so I can even turn the Glint to Quicksilver into a Draconic attack for the +1 and also the card draw. So first we go for the +1, we get the card draw as well. 7 gaze. Okay, so they probably have a defense reaction though, but let's go for the +2. Then we can attack with the other Obsidian Fire Vein after that. No, the opponent says good game. Okay then. Well, Fang for the win. Quite a decent ratio as well. We still have 23 life left. Quite happy with that. So anyway, I'm going to be stopping here for now. I do need to go take care of my baby now, so thank you all for watching. If you want me to do more gameplay videos like this, let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to support me, you can do so over on patreon.com/KuganeGaming. I will be sharing this deck, including a sideboard guide, over on the Patreon very soon. So if you want to play Fang and you want to play the deck that I've played in this video today, you can check it out over there. Anyways, thanks again everyone, and see you all soon with another video. Bye bye.